down on your back. And once you've laid down flat on your back, can you take your feet mat distance apart and then just let your knees cave into one another? Place your palms on your belly, draw your chin into your chest, and close your eyes. Close your eyes and just take a really long, full, deep breath in through your nose and feel your back ribs expand, your belly expand. And then sigh and exhale out through your mouth. Really release and let everything go. Take another long, deep breath in. And a big exhale. One more time, big, full breath in. And exhale. And take a moment here to set an intention for your practice, maybe for your whole entire day, maybe for your whole life. Who knows? You choose. And then take your knees, separate your knees. Interlace your hands behind your right leg and stretch your right leg up to the sky. I want to start some really slow and steady ankle mobilization work. So just roll that right ankle around and you'll feel the stretch, I hope, in your calf. And take the right ankle around in the other direction. And then point and flex your foot. Point and flex your foot. And on the next point, can you make a fist with your toes? Make your toes really, really tight and then spread them super wide, like you're putting a little pedicure thing between them. Make your toes super tight and then spread them super wide. One more time, try it. So from there, take your hands down alongside your body. Keep that left leg bent. Point your toes, really get long in that leg, and then draw your ribs down and draw your belly in. If your chin jerks up, chin comes down to your chest. And like you have a paintbrush on your right big toe, just go ahead and lower that right leg down to a hover, to a place where you feel the core but not the back. Flex your foot at your end point and lift the leg all the way back up. Good. Point your toes, lower that leg with control down to a hover. Flex the foot at the edge and then lift it all the way back up. One more time, just like that. So really just easing into movement today. We'll do lots of fancy, cool footwork. And then point your toes, open your arm a little wider, and straighten your left leg. Straighten your left leg and really push that left leg down into the floor. You're bringing your right leg as close to your face as it'll go before opening out towards the right for a single leg circle. So go slow so that you always have control. The leg's not collapsing. Muscular work here is really important. As you paint a great big moon shape with your right big toe. Keep the trunk really steady, core really strong. This can feel like nothing at all if you do it really sloppily, but we're using control, turn it to the other direction so that we can feel the core muscles, the glutes, the inner groin banding together to straighten. You got it. Spinning around one more time. And then take that leg, reach it all the way up to the sky. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, bring your left leg up to meet your right leg. Both palms come down alongside your body. Maybe you grip onto your mat for this. Get the legs really long, point your toes. And now you're painting a really tiny circle with both feet. Yeah. Painting a really tiny circle with both feet here and mindful that your trunk is trying to stay still. Now, if you don't feel this work in your core, can you push down, do a little imprint through your rib cage. And see if you can make the circle bigger. So it starts to create that quivering sensation in your core. Turn it around, try it in the other direction. Big or small, just exploring this shape. It's called corkscrew in classical Pilates. Awesome. And then bend into both knees. Take your right ankle across your left thigh. Interlace your hands behind your left thigh and just roll a little bit over to the left. Roll a little over to the left so you get a really strong pull of tension through your outer right hip. Take a deep breath in. Awesome. Exhale. Straighten that right leg out. It'll feel nice to get full extension. You can rub. Then kick your left leg all the way to the sky. Right knee can be bent or extended as you start with those little ankle circles. So rolling your left ankle around and around. And then take it in the other direction. Beautiful. Now you'll point and flex that foot and really point until you feel the front of the ankle and flex until you feel the back of the calf. Next time you point, make a fist with your toes, then make them really big and wide, and then make a fist and really big and wide one more time. Amazing. Hands come down alongside your body now. You can keep the right leg bent or extended. If it's extended, it's active. Point your left toes and with control, lower that left leg down just to a hover and then flex your foot and lift it all the way back up. Yeah, try that a few more times. You're just lowering and lifting. Really slow, really controlled movement. And then the next time you come up, point your toes, make space for yourself, and find those single leg circles. So opening out to the left and then cruising over that right leg. It will need to extend now. 3 times in each direction. Remember, if you're not feeling the work, you need to slow it down and stabilize. So that might just mean engaging your core, focusing more on your breath, or just becoming present. The mind wanders a lot. You might see like a little fleck of dust on the floor or a little baby nearby is taking your attention. A cat, a dog, all the things I know you all have in your houses. Yeah. Bring that leg all the way up, bend into your right knee and just catch the left ankle over the right thigh, lean a little over to the right, push the elbow into the thigh. You can even pick that left hip up off the floor, so it's a really juicy version of thread the needle. Amazing. And then bring it all back through center and just wiggle your hands and wiggle your legs. Wiggle your hands and wiggle your legs and like really, really wiggle them. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Ah. And then take your hands and your feet on the floor. Feet are directly beneath your knees. Think about your pelvic floor now. And can you scoop your pubic bone up? Your back is imprinting into the floor. And then go the other way. Draw your pubic bone down. And your lower back arches away from the floor. Again, scoop your pubic bone up. Find that imprint. And then arch away. Awesome. Try that just one more time. And go into neutral, so the place between those two. Spread your toes wide. Think about your feet. This is a foot first practice. Push your feet into the floor. Hug your heels into your bum to square up those hamstrings. And then lift your pelvis up for your bridge shape. Good. Today in bridge, can you roll onto the ball of your right foot? So your right heel is lifted. Lower your pelvis just halfway. Push through your left foot in the ball of your right foot and lift back up. Yeah, lower and lift with this asymmetrical bridge shape. Each time you lift up, think about squeezing your glutes together like you would at the top of a squat. We're pulsing here for 8, 7, 6. Pick up the pace today. 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Hold it at the top. Hold it at the top. Really draw your chin into your chest. Plant your palms. Then could you try, give it a whirl to lift your left knee up. And if this is too much, you'll keep doing what we just did. If it's okay, tap your left toes or the ball of your left foot down. Aim for 8. If you can't get there, try 5 or 3. Tapping those left toes while your right heel is lifted. The right leg is on fire. Then go ahead and release. Take your right hand on your right knee, left hand on your left knee, and swirl. Swirl those knees around. Other direction. Amazing. Just pause here and pedal the feet. Pedal the feet, so flexing and extending. Take a deep breath in. Open your mouth wide and exhale. Open your arms out to the side, maybe in a little T shape or in this goalpost shape or the bent elbows. Pick your knees up to hip height and then glue them together. Belly is contained. Drop your knees over to the right. Maybe your gaze tracks left. And then go ahead and circle your knees back through center and let them drop down towards the left. Amazing. Come through neutral again. Take your feet flat on the floor and lower your hands down alongside your body. We'll do that same bridge work on the other side. Push through your feet, hug your heels in, lift your pelvis up, and then roll onto the ball of your left foot. So your left heel is lifted, right foot is flat. And now you're pulsing up and down with lots of control and breath. In Pilates, so traditionally, the breath in Pilates was always in through your nose, out through your mouth, with a little sound. So you create a cylinder shape with your lips and make a little sound. But since the invention of Pilates, time has passed and teachers have decided that you can breathe however you want here. Nostril breathing is absolutely fine. Do 2 more pulses. Hold your pelvis up high. Really anchor through the ball of that left foot. Now, if you have foot injuries, you can flatten the foot and do this with the foot on the floor. Otherwise, lift your right knee up to hip height. Get high in your pelvis, chin tucked in, and then we're aiming for 8 taps. Count your own taps here. You might get only to 3, 5. We'll try for 8. If not this time, then next time. Keep the pelvis lifted. Get out of your lower back. You're almost there. Release. Good job. Let your feet and your bum fall to the floor. Take the soles of your feet together. You can put fists side of your thighs and let your knees flip-flop open to either side. Close your eyes. Just marinate here. 5 deep, quiet, still breaths. Beautiful. Bring your knees back together. Roll over to the side and press yourself all the way up to all 4s. So you're coming through seated onto all 4s. Spread your palms nice and wide and set your hands right below your shoulders. Hips above your hips. And just ease into your cat-cow. So let the belly soften and chest lift up. And then round into your upper back. Puff between your shoulder blades and look down to your belly. A few more repetitions. Focused here on feeling good. Come through a neutral spine. Flex your feet. Flex your feet. So the balls of your toes are holding you up. And then walk back and hold and sit up onto your heels. Just sit up onto your heels. Right. So I promise lots of fancy footwork. This is a really, really intense stretch for the fascia along the base of your foot. If it's too much, you can lean forward with your hands. If it feels okay, palms come flat onto your thighs. Close your eyes and let's try for 5. Breathe in and out. Inhale and exhale. In, out. Breathe in and out. Take your last deep breath in. And exhale. Lean forward, walk forward, and tap the floor with your feet. Tap, 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 tap. Perfect. And then lengthen out your spine. Keep your right knee rounded. Kick your left leg back behind you. Draw your belly in. Take your right arm forward. You can look up towards your right fingers. Gathering a breath in through your nose. And then as you exhale, bend your elbow and your knee and bring them into one another. Inhale, kick it back out. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, extend. Good. 3 more like that. So control. 2 more. Last one. Hold here in extension. Take your right hand down onto the floor. Level out the weight in your palms. Point your left toes. Lift that left leg a little bit higher. Belly's in. Keep puffing between your shoulder blades. And then step your left leg out to the left and just tap the floor with your toes. Make a rainbow arch shape and tap your toes over to the right. So a big half circle shape, lifting over to the left. Pull up through center and tap over to the right. If it's too much for your wrists, you'll come down onto your elbows. Notice if your belly's collapsing. Can you draw it in? Puff between those shoulder blades. With one more time, your bum might be starting to burn here. Stay with me. Lift that left leg really high and then just tap the toes down. Only 3 of these. Left leg lifts high. Tap the toes down. Last time, lift it up high and tap the toes down. Draw that knee in. Separate both knees wide. Reach your fingers forward. Child's pose. Stretch it out. Use this time in child's pose to move your wrists around. Catch your breath. And then you'll slither right back up onto all fours. And that stability through the shoulders. Take your right leg and extend your right leg back. Right away, get out of that banana belly. Pull your belly in. So the core is working with you here. Take your left leg, left. And now you're curling in on the exhale and pushing out on the inhale. 4, 5. 4. 3. 2. On 1, hold your limbs out in full extension. Lower that left hand. Take your right toes out to the right, tap the floor. Lift them all the way up and over, nice and slow. Tap to the left. And continue that motion back and forth, really slow, like strengthen the leg muscles. Be athletic in the pose. Good. 2 more. Can you go a little higher, a little slower this time? Bring the right leg directly back behind you. Lift it nice and high. Belly in and up. Tap down. Lift back up. Tap down. Last time, lift up. And tap down. Drop your knees down to the floor. Walk your knees forward. And sit back on your heels with your knees wide. So if you have knee issues, you'll opt out of this shape. Otherwise, take your palms behind you, fingers facing into your bum. Lift your heart and chest up. Big heart opener here. And maybe you could lift your knees away from the floor to stretch the tops of your ankles. Stretch the tops of your ankles. One more breath in. Exhale. Bring your knees forward. Palms come forward. And then press down onto your belly. Lower onto your belly. Take your hands back alongside your body. Just close your eyes, wiggle your butt. Breathe here. If you have little hand weights, you could use little hand weights here. Reach your arms back behind you. Take a breath in to prepare. And then as you exhale, lift your heart and chest up. Your toes can stay rooted or lifted. Once you've found this big extension, think about getting longer, not higher. Think about using your back muscles, not just your lower back. And then start to slowly lift and lower your arms. I want you to think triceps here. I like to make fists with my hands, really, really focusing on engaging the muscles of my arms. Lifting and lowering here for 8. Just the arms moving. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your hands forward, place your palms under your forehead, and rest again. Bend into your knees or roll your knees from left to right. Lower your legs down. Think about that action of getting long, even as you lift your head and neck off the floor. And then fan your arms out to the side, elbows bent like a soccer goal post. Tilt your elbows in a little, push your pubic bone down, and suck your belly out. Now lift your legs. Lift a little higher, breathe in, and as you exhale, reach your arms forward. As you inhale, hug them back. Exhale, arms stretch forward. Inhale, pull them back. Again, you could have hand weights in your palms here. We're going for 5. Strong back muscles. 4, 3, keep looking down. 2, last 1, lower your hands, flex your feet, push up and back to Uttanasana. So it's similar to child's pose, but your palm stays lifted just above your knees and your arms are really actively stretched forward. Beautiful. Walk your hands in towards your body. Lift your fists up. You're sitting back on the feet again. And drop your fists down. Just flip-flop them from side to side. Rolling your wrists around and around, both directions. And then you'll shake your fists, shake your fingers. Amazing. Come forward. Let's see if we can challenge ourselves to put this all together. So we're coming into a high plank. You can do this from your elbows if it's too intense. Shoulders are right above your wrists, puffing between your shoulder blades. Can you pick your right leg up, bend your right knee and drive it towards your right armpit or elbow and then drop it back down. Lift your left leg up, bend that left knee, bring it to your left elbow or armpit. Can you try that, alternating side to side? Here for about 30 seconds. Keep going. You can always work from your elbows. And if it's too much, if you're really new into the practice, just hold a static low plank. Right? You're familiarizing yourself with your body's limits, pushing it, but never so far that you'll get injured. Stay with it for 8. Breathing 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Push up and down, facing dog. Press the floor away. Really stretch out your spine. Stay here. Keep breathing in your downward dog. In through your nose and back out through your nose. And from your downward dog, look forward. Take a big giant step with your right foot and step your right foot between your hands. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Climb up that right leg and bring your hands to your heart center. Lift your heart into your hands. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, sink deeper into that right knee. Now scissor your inner thighs together so you can feel that right hip come back a little. Open your left toes out to the side. Set that right heel so it's aligning with your left inner arch and open both arms. Reach through your fingers. Lengthen through the top of your head and melt deeper in that. Breathe. Brilliant. Bend into your right elbow. Place it right onto your thigh. Take your left arm and stretch your left arm up alongside your left ear. Maybe it stays on your shoulder if you're feeling injured, weak in the shoulder joint. And then grip the floor with your toes, pull your heels in towards one another and feel that entire pelvic floor area activate. Everything's really strong, hugging into your midline. Push through your feet, lift your arms all the way up. Straighten your right leg and stretch your right fingers forward. Lower your right hand to your shin, lift your left arm up. Trikonasana, triangle. Again, get long through the crown of your head. Pressing to your feet, pick your body all the way back up. Take your hands onto your hips, look forward. You might need to think about this. Step your left foot halfway up your mat and then heel toe that right foot out to the side. So now your hips, if there were little headlights on your frontal hip bones, they're shining forward. Good. Lift your heart and chest up. Think about your hamstrings. Start to hinge forward over that right leg. Good. Let the weight get light in your left leg. Put the weight into your right leg. Lengthen again. And if rotation feels okay, you have a happy spine today, you can walk your hands over to the outside edge of that right foot. You might need a block. Maybe you take the right hand onto your right hip. I have very tight hamstrings today. And you could even stretch your right arm or keep it on the sacrum. Breathe into that sensation all down the right side of your leg. Good. Feel the ankle muscles working here. Walk your hands back beneath your shoulders. And then lean forward and pick your left leg up. Pick your left leg up. Let your torso hover down over that right leg. And if you're feeling steady, and this is called toppling tree, you might take your hands to your right shin. Breathing here for 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, listen carefully. Bend your left knee. You're sitting down. You might need to move that right leg over. Sitting down with your left knee to the outside of that right. It's a funky transition. And if you get lost along the way, just come into a seated spinal twist. Your left leg down. And if you have a tender left knee, that leg will extend instead. So finding rotation here, drive down through your right hip. Take your right hand back behind you. Left elbow comes to your thigh. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, big rotation. Get another big breath in. And then on this exhale, walk all the way around to the other side. Another funky transition. Take that right leg and reach it back behind you. Readjusting your legs for pigeon pose or deer pose. So big left hip flexor and psoas stretch. You can fold to the floor. Deer variation is just to bend into that back knee instead of extending it all the way. Breathe here. Ease yourself back up to your hands. Flex that back foot. Push up, downward dog. And right away, step your left foot between your hands. Squeeze your inner thighs together, lift up, hands at your heart for your high lunge. So think about the feet. Think about how much work to stabilize they need to do here. And then start to use the muscles of your feet as we work through these standing poses. Think about the tops of your ankles, all those little muscles, keeping your legs strong. Open out warrior two. Push through the outside edge of your back foot and then squeeze your feet in like you're trying to crumple up your yoga mat. Take a big breath in, sink deeper in that front knee. Exhale, elbow down to your thigh. The other arm either is at your hip, to the sky, or up alongside your ear. Stay active in the legs. No collapsing through the pelvis. All the muscles of your groin, your hamstrings, your quads are working here. Push into your feet, pick it all the way up, straighten that front leg. And then tilt your hips back, reach your fingers forward and come on down. Trikonasana, triangle pose. And you swoop your bum cheeks under, like it feels like you're drawing your left bum cheek right under your pelvis. Yeah. Rest straight back up, hands come to your hips, step halfway up your mat with that back foot, and then rotate your whole pelvis forward. Lean into this big line stretch, folding to the floor, to blocks, to fingertips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, melt. There's the possibility of rotation here. You can bring the right hand to the top or the outside of that left foot. Find length through your spine and then follow that length with rib rotation. Breathing and squeezing your inner thighs up and back. Some gently release your palms, lean forward. Now all the muscles in the front of your ankle need to work ultra hard. Pick up that back leg. Lower your torso to your thigh. Maybe you take your hands to your ankle. Bend into your right knee and sit down into that seated spinal twist shape. With your right leg on the bottom, left foot on the top. Lift your heart and chest up. Inhale. Exhale, rotate towards the left. Big stop sign hand. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, unravel, unwrap, twist all the way to the other side. And then as you come back up, you'll pick that left leg up and set it back behind you, either for this hip stretch or deer pose or pigeon pose. This should feel so sweet in your upper right psoas and IT band. 5 here. Ease yourself back up. Drop into that right hip. Bring your left leg forward and go ahead, just flex both feet. Take both arms up. Breathe in and breathe out to fold down. Inhale, lengthen. Your spine gets long again. Exhale, fold. Stay here and breathe 4. And then pick your torso all the way up and bring the soles of your feet together. I haven't taught this in a long time, but with our foot focused practice, you're going to grab your feet, my need a pedicure, and try to interlace your toes. So try to put toe between the holes of each of your other toes. What? I know, I know. So there's this product you can buy at stores and it's called Yogi Toes. You basically pay money to do what you're doing right now. So I'm teaching you how to stretch out the spaces between your toes for free. A little bit of toe physio. All right. They might flick right out quite quickly, but once you've interwoven your toes, push the soles of your feet together and try to fold forward. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And exhale, sink down to your toes. One more big breath in. And then lift yourself all the way up. And this feels kind of funny. Just flick your toes open. Lower down onto your back. Bend into both knees, catch the outside edges of your feet, and take a little happy baby pose. You have lots of different energy points and acupressure points on your feet. There's one right in the middle of your foot that connects with your liver energy line. Maybe you've had too many cocktails this week. You can press down and massage out liver energy line. That'll help balance and clear out your liver. Amazing. Place the soles of your feet down onto the floor and just do a little check-in here. You can move intuitively, moving the legs side to side, taking any final shapes, any final poses. And I'll cue this every time I teach an online class for the rest of my life. We are in Shavasana. Please don't cheat Shavasana. Yoga was invented, created for us to clear our minds so that our body and mind could be still. So come on down, lay flat on your back, let your palms rest alongside your body. And for just a few minutes, can you be here quiet and still and alone, undistracted with yourself? Everything you need to do, you can do 2 minutes from now. So sink into stillness, and I promise I'll let you know when those 2 minutes are done. Number 2, come back into your breath. for the intention that you set. And then begin to wiggle your toes and your fingers. Inhale to stretch both arms. Exhale, bend into your knees and just roll over to either side. Pressing yourself all the way up to sit. Take your hands to your belly, close your eyes. And give yourself one last deep breath in. And out. Thank you so much for practicing. Keep practicing.